we're here to take a stand for freedom. An event that started as a small idea in Kassel, Germany, has now taken the world by storm. Our shared ideal of freedom has united people in over 100 cities around the world. My name is Harrison Mclean, and it is my honor to welcome you all to the first ever worldwide rally for freedom. The last year has brought many people together and torn many of us apart. Our protests have shown people that they are not alone. This freedom movement is evolving into both a political movement and also a social movement. While many are united in obedience and fear, we are united in independence and freedom. Our country's two dominant cultures of freedom and fear are no longer compatible. This growing social movement is about finding people who put the truth above compliance. We're about unifying people so that we can live free together. Once fractured and silenced, we now speak with a common voice as the free people of the world. The free people of the world know that there is no pandemic. The big lie is coming to an end. The World Economic Forum, World Health Organization, and the United Nations are being rejected. This fraudulent and insidious psychological operation is being stopped in its tracks. We will not accept any more lockdowns. We will not accept mask mandates. We will not accept vaccine mandates. And most of all, we will not accept the international medical authoritarian regime. Throughout history, many tyrants have tried and failed to impose authoritarian regimes. Authoritarianism always requires force, fraud, and coercion to make it function and to suppress dissent. Central planning always fails eventually because force, fraud, and coercion do not scale. Voluntary and emergent interactions scale because they only require the following of individual incentives. Our divided society now presents everyone with two options: freedom or tyranny. You can be like everyone else, put on a mask, take the vaccine, and sit down quietly in fear. Or you can be like us and stand proudly, speak boldly, and embrace freedom. The Australian freedom movement is strong and now joins an even stronger worldwide freedom movement. With freedom of speech, we enable everyone to speak their mind, even when we disagree. More speech is better than less speech. It's time for Australia to have a constitutional amendment to protect the right to freedom of speech. With freedom of movement, we enable anyone to go anywhere within their nation without obstruction. No one should be locked in their own home by their own government. It's time for Australia to prohibit lockdowns and internal state border closures. With freedom of health, we enable everyone to exercise informed consent before any medical procedure. You own your own body. It's time for Australia to prohibit any vaccine mandates at all government and corporate levels. With freedom of assembly, we enable everyone to peaceably gather and make their voices heard. The people united can never be defeated. It's time for Australia to stop using medical bureaucracy to invoke police suppression. With freedom of choice, we enable everyone to assess their own risks and make their own decisions. Life is made of risk-reward trade-offs. It's time for Australia to let people take responsibility for their own safety and stop enforcing compliance. With economic freedom, we enable everyone to transact with anyone using any medium of exchange. Fiat currency is a perpetual debt-based system of control and value extraction. It's time for Australia to embrace freedom-preserving, decentralized currencies. With political freedom, we enable a wide range of parties and candidates to run for office. No major political party in Australia supports freedom anymore. It's time for Australia to leave the Labor, Liberal, Green and National parties and it's time to replace them with new parties. In the beginning, freedom is hard fought, scorned, and it costs its fighters everything. Then, when it wins and grows, the timid join because it costs nothing to be free. Join us now when it matters most, before it costs you nothing. Australia is done with the cabal that runs this country. We are done with compliance to tyranny. We are done with Scott Morrison, Anthony Albanese, Michael O'Brien, and Daniel Andrews. We are going to purge this country of every single incumbent politician that does not support freedom. We are going to rebuild our government to serve us again. We are going to take back our freedoms for the next generation and secure them with lasting reforms. We are going to execute the supreme law of this land, our great Australian Constitution. We are going to make our government fear its people again. We are going to strengthen and secure our freedoms with an Australian Bill of Rights. We are going to make Australia free and keep it that way now and forever. We are never going to give up. We are never going to give in. We are the Freedom Movement. And freedom always wins. Thank you, everybody.